So when I first got to school, Jed came up to me one day and he's like, so I heard the literary magazine. Do you want to get published? And I was like, why not? Let's try it. Let's do that. So I submitted this story. It's called Free Hits on Ryman Street. Yeah. Alright, so I can't read the yeah. Alright, so I can't read the whole thing, it's far too long. But it's set in Missoula, Montana, and the narrator has gotten high with these two girls, and unknowns to him, they're both in high school. Yeah, right. So he finds this out, and then suddenly he's faced with their older brothers who are very, very pissed off at him. That's where the story picks up. I turned and ran, but they were out of the car instantly. The tall one on the passenger side only 10 steps behind me. I fumbled for my wallet and my key card as I ran, realized in a gut-wrenching panic that even if I could get to the door and swipe my card with stunning speed, they'd still be able to get their foot in the door behind me. I turned, tried to speak between heavy breaths. I didn't even touch, but before I could finish the sentence, the tall one reared back and socked me square in the forehead. There was a stunning blackness and a white blast of light. I was reminded of a time in junior high football when I broke through the line of scrimmage, made it through the QB, and was blindsided by the halfback. Every macho tale I'd ever told myself about what I'd do in a fight evaporated. The pain was incapacitating. There was no way I was getting up. But they weren't through. The older brother came up now. The thin one pulled me up on my hair and the fat one socked me right in the nose. My face exploded in pain. My eyes teared up enormously and I tasted blood on my tongue. They picked me up and I tried to ward them off, weakly putting my arms out like a zombie. They threw me against the concrete wall and the fat one hit me in the stomach, knocking my wind out. I collapsed back down on the pavement. You ever come near my sister again, I'm gonna cut your fucking balls off. The other one shouted, we will kill you, asshole. One of them gave a kick, which luckily just barely missed my balls. Grasping for breath, I heard them walking away, their cowboy boots clicking on the sidewalk. Eventually I stood up, walking in circles, making little noises, clenching and unclenching my fists, alternately trying to regain my breath and wipe the blood dripping from my nose. A few minutes later, as I heard footsteps and felt someone's shadow. Hey man, are you alright? Ah, fuck! No man, I'm pretty fucking far from alright. Holy shit, you just get rolled on or what? Yeah. Here man, take this. He held out a handful of napkins. I squinted and realized it was Josh. Holy shit, Mike? What the fuck happened to you? Fuck. It hurt to stand. It's a long story, man. Let's just go inside. Jesus, I didn't even recognize you. Hold on, you got shit all over your back. He brushed off the cigarette butts, broken glass, and put an arm around me. And led me to the back door. I've been trying to call you for the last half hour. Sarah said you were with some fucking jailbait. What happened? I shook my head, not ready to speak yet. Josh didn't push it. Let me see your wallet, man. I need your card to get in. I gave it to him. He opened the door and we stepped into the hallway, smelling of dankness and dried booze. As we shuffled to the elevator, he asked again, so what happened? That bitch's brother jumped me. As we stepped into the elevator, Josh's face darkened and he loosened his arm. I leaned against the wall, holding my nose. What the fuck did you do, man? Nothing, I said, shaking my head. I didn't even touch her. Josh relaxed, pressed the buttons to the 4th floor. He still looked doubtful. And why did they jump you? I left my phone and my pipe in her car after I saw Sarah at Albertson's. And she backed into a fucking cop car. So I bailed, of course. Oh shit. Oh fuck, that's funny. He grinned and then started laughing. That's fucking rich. It's not funny, asshole. It hurt when I smiled. Yeah, it is, you dumbass. So she got fucked over for the pipe and they came looking for you. Well, what the fuck, Mike? You couldn't tell she was 16? No, I couldn't tell, I said angrily. Why the fuck do you think I got her high? Oh, you poor dumb son of a bitch, he said, shaking his head. You know, you're never gonna live this down at work. I will if you don't tell anybody. How could I not tell anybody? This is the funniest shit I've heard in weeks. Come on, Josh. Anyway, they'll know something's up when they see your face. Just tell them I got jumped from my phone and shit. Jumped? In Missoula? Fuck, man, I don't know anything. The elevator chimed and the door opened to an empty hallway lit with fluorescent lights. You walk all right? Yeah, I'm okay. Is your nose broken? Fuck, I don't know. He laughed again. All right, take it easy. We walked around the building to my apartment door. Josh opened it and we stepped inside. Come on, man, let's just get high, he said, shutting it behind him. I nodded, falling back on my couch. Amen to that.